Aku lihat ada yang pakai lunar.
Akhirnya
enak loh.
kan kalian di hub berapa?
Di hub sabar. Mati aja, Is. Oh, udah mati ya? Raya sudah mati ya, sabar. Oh, TW. Aku lihat dulu. Mas Ben di hub berapa?
4.
Hub 4. Ke hub 4, Is. Hub 4.
Aku di hub 4.
Astaga. Ayo, gas. Coba sekarang invite kan aku udah di invite nih, gampang. Jadi tinggal masuk band aja.
Ini kok tengah-tengahnya bolong ya? Oh enggak, nyata kaca.
Mas Ben udah live kah? Belum.
Udah live.
Sabar, kita like dulu guys, sambil nonton guys. Kita mampir dulu
Udah
lah.
lambat buat apa? Kan saya mod. Astaga, WKDP. Jangan ngomong yang masalah sensitif kalau aku live ya. Nggak mau aku ada perang dingin.
Aja.
Kalau ngomong kotor nggak masalah, tapi kok ngomong yang sensitif jangan dulu. Aku lagi live.
Slow Mas Ben. Ayo gas.
Fly to the moon.
Invite Mas Ben.
Ini masuk yang mana?
Enggak, jangan. Nggak usah masuk. Mas Ben di mana?
Ini kok keren gininya skinnya.
Skin siapa?
Nih di apa namanya nih? Murder Mystery.
Mas Ben.
Oh iya.
Mas Ben.
Oh mas
Masuk Bedwars.
Bedwars.
Ya, habis itu didapat lobby berapa Mas Ben?
Ntar belum baru masuk. Yang 21 kan?
Iya. Yang 2021. Habis itu di lobby berapa Mas Ben?
Mas satu level 1.
Oh, lobby 1 ya?
Ya.
Bukan level, lobby di atasnya level.
Satu lobby 1.
Oh, 1. Ya udah OTW. Oh yes, udah ya gas. Squad.
Mana? Lihat.
Udah Rais invite Beniar Jaya terima di komen.
Party asep.
Gimana tulisannya? Garing Party.
Kasih tahu tuh Is. Surah Is tuh di chatnya itu.
Udah.
Yes, nice. Ya Mas Ben, Mas Koben. Kita apa nah gendong Mas Ben, guys. Halo Mas Ben, mana Mas Ben ya? Liatin skinku. Mana Mas Ben?
Ah,
Masa
kita
benar?
kita tertumpuk, kita tertumpuk, kita tertumpuk ini di mana?
Ini setim kan? Ini bukan solo kan? Ini setim kan, Is?
Nggak tahu Rais.
Setim sih kayaknya. Oh ya, setim. Halo Mas. Halo, halo.
Di mana cara ngambil?
Sini sini, looting. Ke belakang, ke belakang. Sekarang abis kalau dapat koin beli ke sini. Klik beli blok yang paling utama ya.
Berapa?
Aduh, ngelag banget loh. Lag. Beli aja, beli aja. Beli blok sama sword.
Blok sama SWOT. Ini perlu nggak
Aduh, aku
potion?
jatuh no.
Uangku kurang.
Beli blok ya sama iron sword aja, ntar kalau ada musuh tinggal perang aja.
Tapi enakan ini pakai lagu ya.
Enak sih, enak pakai lagu ini selalu lagu-lagu yang kayak Bang Ali itu loh.
Udah. Nggak, tadi aku
Nggak
matiin
usah
soalnya.
ada yang comeback, ada yang comeback ke tempat itu sini, Is.
Wah, ada yang hancur tuh. Ada yang datang.
What? Rusak bed kita itu.
Wah, rusak.
Iya dong.
Astaga, sorry.
Mas Koben, belanja dulu. Mundur.
Udah hancur bed kita.
Astaga, di belakang ada orang. Ya, ulang. Slow. Yuk, Is.
Quick
Gas lagi, Is.
Quit kah?
Ya, quick aja. Yang bed itu quick aja. Slow. Masih latihan.
Quit kah?
Masih
Disconnect
latihan.
kah?
Iya, quick.
Gimana caranya quit?
Keluar aja. Yang ada tanda bed itu klik kanan.
Tanda
Yang
bed.
item bed klik kanan.
Item bed klik kanan yang paling pojok itu.
Paling pojok yang mana?
Udah.
Tolong.
Itu kan ada tuh kayak lagi terbang itu di inventory ada yang paling kanan.
Inventory paling kanan. Oh, inventory. Bukan di chest.
Pencet kanan.
Nggak
Udah
ada.
kan?
Nggak ada.
Aku nonton labnya dulu.
Yang mana sih? Apa aku
Servernya
harus
murah.
Klik kanan.
Apa aku harus mati dulu?
Itu belum mati, Mas Ben belum mati.
Ah. 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 Udah.
Oh, Mas Ben belum mati.
Ya,
Terus habis itu inventory.
mainin aja lagi untuk nonton.
Bunuh diri dulu, Mas Ben bunuh diri dulu.
Udah.
Boleh kalau mau bunuh juga boleh.
Nah, klik kanan.
Udah ada klik kanan dari tadi. Kok nggak bisa?
Bacanya apa bacanya?
Astaga, ngebak kah?
Coba kenapa?
Nggak bisa. Aku udah klik kanan dari tadi nih.
Nah, klik kanan bednya, pegang dulu bednya.
Oh. Oh, pantas dari tadi nggak mau. Udah habis itu udah.
Ayo kita ulang lagi, Is.
Lobby berapa?
Aku di lobby 4 sekarang.
Udah di lobby 4 dari tadi. Gas. Halo?
Ya oh.
Aku pencet bed,
Keluar, keluar, Mas. Wah,
Astaga, gimana caranya?
Pencet
Astaga.
bednya lagi.
Aku mati aja ya.
Maksudnya
Sabar.
hancurin bednya dulu. Tunggu hancurin bednya dulu.
Let's up.
Home, 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 home. Home.
satu tim kah lagi?
Kita tim. Halo
Ya,
Rais
baru
KW,
benar.
kamu
Wah,
Rais,
kalian
kamu
curang.
defend.
Ngeluting duluan.
Kenapa? Yalah, makanya harus cepat. Laptop aja cepat, masa PC enggak? Waduh.
Waduh, maaf PC ku potato.
Aku laptop. Nggak bisa dapat CPS yang tinggi aku. Monggo guys. Ah, Mas Oben di mana?
Sabar.
Ih, astaga, bisa gitu loh. Pro banget. Oh, yang hijau.
Oh, udah
Mas
kau
Oben defend dong, Mas Oben defend.
udah kau lindungi kah? Mana bednya ini kah?
Iya, itu lindungin pakai blok-blok yang ada di blok itu semuanya. Pokoknya sampai benar-benar tebal biar jangan dihancurin ya Mas Ben ya. Kok Mas Ben, kok Mas Ben Pro mah? Oh, tuh dilirik sama YouTuber sebelah nih. Sama YouTube Mikrab nih ya, diajak kulit langsung. Aduh, aku kepleset gara-gara kegeser. Halo Mas Oben, tolong ngomong dong di Discord, saya sepi banget di sini.
Ini masih gini, masih membuil bendang dari isi.
Waduh. Aku buat 2 pedang loh, nggak guna banget. Apa tuh yang mati tuh?
Ini
Bentar,
ada
bentar, jual,
Rais.
Kak. Mau saya ikut peperangan Rais itu peperangan pro player semua. Mas Ben selalu aja Mas.
Enggak, ini Rais lagi gini juga.
Lah, tiba-tiba mati loh.
Wah, nge-cheat kah?
Enggak, Kak, tiba-tiba kayak langsung mati gitu aku.
Is. Gimana cara turun, Is?
Turun aja tuh kan.
Lihat komen Mas Ben, aku ngetik di komen.
Sabar, masih belum masuk.
Belum ada komen apa itu.
Komen anjing jangan dipukul juga.
Itu musuh Mas Ben, itu musuh.
Bukan. Musuh
Oh,
kah?
bukan, Deng. Bukan.
Mungkin ngeblok masuk ke dalam blok tadi.
So dalam blok. Ya bak gitu.
Oh, pantes.
Aku ngeras ya.
Beli sesuatu.
Beliin dong. Ada yang perang di atas. Enak banget kalau jadi orang ketiga kayaknya. Aku ngeras biru ya.
Di mana cari emerald?
Di tengah itu loh yang lagi rame itu loh. Aku buat tentis.
Aku mencoba jadi pemanah. Gimana cara membidik? Wah, hancur kah?
Enggak, yang musuh itu.
Lihat musuh yang dihancurin sama tim kita.
Enggak selalu masuk Koben.
Tuh, aku serius, ini cara naiknya gimana ya?
Cara ngapain?
Pakai blok.
Pakai blok, beli blok.
Oh, itu blok musuh lagi kah hancur?
Bagi 1 bet aja Mas Koben. bentar, ini jelek banget. Bed apa itu yang belum hancur?
Gak tahu cuma
Bednya siapa yang belum hancur, bis?
warna hijau.
Hijau kah?
Enggak, warna kuning. Yang dicentang,
Oh.
yang dicentang apa?
Hijau,
Yang
hijau,
gimana?
betul, hijau, hijau.
Hijau ya?
Stick KB.
Menangkah?
Belum. Wah,
Kalau
itu
menang
nge-cheat.
ada bacaan victory.
Itu nge-cheat kak, kok cepet banget loh. Dia lagi ngebret tiba-tiba langsung mukul aku loh. Itu antara jago atau nge-cheat nggak tahu lah. Jagain dong bednya satu orang. Aku ben
malah-
masih ngeras ya.
Aku malah maju.
Nggak apa-apa semuanya. Lanjut.
Oh, ternyata ada orang di bawah.
Jaka,
Aku jatuh.
lama banget responnya.
Eh.
Ngebang. Aduh ngelek. Hari-hari ngelek.
Wah, anjing. Ada yang ngeras. Cok. Mati.
Terus.
Ada yang ngeras dua.
Astaga.
Kalah kah?
Astaga. No. Ini aku teleport ke Mas Ben. Kita lihat gimana Mas Ben PvP. Mas Ben, disuruh Mas Ben serang menyerang dan duar.
Dia invisible.
Ya udah selesai. Ayo siapa yang yuk keluar lagi.
Lebih 4.
Mau PVP aja kah? Mau PVP?
Boleh, bebas.
Ayo, boleh monggo.
Mau kagum?
Ya terserah aja.
Oke, ke PVP kit ya nanti.
Emang bisa ke perbanyak?
Let's up. Nggak tahu juga, coba aja.
Nggak bisa. Orang harus dua-dua doang.
Ya udah. Bet war aja ya.
Nggak ada Bram. Rumah kok Kotak.
Udah nggak rumah kota ya?
Nih, lebih berapa?
Masih di bed war kan? Lebih 4.
Nih, aku ke Ki. Nih. Your key from server. Nih, enggak ada. Lebih berapa?
Lebih 4.
Udah, yuk, gas. Ya udah, satu orang dev aja. Mas Ben dev ya. Depend ya.
Oke.
Ya, ntar kan ada blok kayu itu.
Ih,
Pencet
kok-
aja blok
kok,
di
Tan?
atasnya.
Kok aku kaki?
Kalau kick.
Ya, aku keluar dari server bed war.
Enggak, masih ada kok.
Ih, aku di mana nih, Cok?
Masih ada Mas Ben.
Enggak, aku di hub 8 ini serius, sumpah.
Aku loh Mas Ben masih ada loh, masih main ini. Ngelek kan Mas Ben. Tapi aku beda tim Mas Ben.
Wah,
Rais yang kuning.
Keluar. Aku ke lobby 3. Aku di lobby 3.
Ayo, ya udah. Hop.
Hap.
Itu kan di atas blok tuh kayak ada blok itu, di atasnya wall-wallnya itu.
Iya,
Itu beli blok gini ya.
blok kayu.
Heeh, abis itu langsung baru blok wall. Ngerti gak sih kayak dilapisin gitu loh.
Apa ini? You have vote for today? Vote now. Vote apa itu?
Enggak, jangan. Nggak usah default, nggak usah default.
Emang apa
Aku
itu?
udah nge-shift loh. Mas Ben, cover aja Mas Ben, cover aja. Itu cover gini apa namanya? Event.
Wah, api.
Nih, berame bo. Ada kuning. Tolong guys.
Wah, anjing. Ah, meledak. Siapa sih yang masang TNT, bangke?
Itu musuhnya. Astaga, meledak. Ya, hancur bednya.
Siapa sih yang masang TNT tadi? Oh, siapa temen sih?
View aja. View. Up.
Wah, musuhnya nge-cheat itu.
Aku pindah dulu ya. Maksudnya pindah kamar dulu bentar aja.
Mas Ben hub /hub
Udah, aku di lobby 5 ini.
/hub.
Flash up lagi kah? Gimana cara buat party?
Ya udah, ayo kita main battle aja.
Never star.
Gimana cara?
Ayo lo
Nanti
nggak tahu.
lihat nanti.
Ini susah.
Nah, pencet gold lagi tuh, pedang gold, right click. Terus diamond. Habis diamond pilih yang ikan pufferfish itu yang buntal.
Sabar. Rais, lincah banget.
Udah.
Diamond lagi, abis itu ikan buntal.
Iya, ikan buntal.
Halo Agni, welcome
Nah,
stream.
Mas Ben pukulin aku yang cepet, Mas. Mas Ben makan golden apple dulu tuh, biar kuat.
Ada ngelek.
Sekarang nggak sama ngelek.
Ngelek banget nih.
Oke.
Servernya ngelek nih. Aku dari tadi mukul gini nggak kena.
Nah sekarang coba Mas Ben yang combo.
Gimana nih?
Iya, incer kakinya Mas Ben. Kata Gung kalau mau combo kayak tadi incer kaki. Terus ke atas lama-lama. Nah, Mas Ben pernah aku kasih video itu kan yang klik 2 jari mouse itu kan? Pernah kan?
Pernah. Belum
Iya,
deh.
kayak gitu. Belum kan?
Belum
Terus
ya.
Mas Ben. Nih, gantian aku ya. Sampai pojok. Ini ngelek servernya.
Ngelek.
Nih, pegel tanganku. Ayo Mas Ben pukul Mas Ben. Gantian sampai mati terus. Oh enggak, ayo sebisa pukul aku tuh. Ayo.
Naik banget servernya.
Ngelek banget sumpah, ngelek banget nih.
Iya santai. Ye. Ayo sekarang Gung, ayo Gung. Mas Ben lihat live ya Mas Ben.
What? Aku kena ban.
Kok
Lah
bisa?
kena Ben kenapa? Kok bisa? Kok bisa?
No.
Mau lagi kan Mas Ben kayak gitu?
Ban akun premiumku tuh tiba-tiba.
Kok ke band? Gimana?
Ini sabar aku gini nih, aku nongkrong sampai ku SS ya.
Band gimana coba?
Kau pakai auto clicker kah?
Enggak, udah nggak tak pakai. Aku main biasa tadi. Sempat sampai 12 sih, sampai dapat 12 FPS tadi. FPS. Liatin dong.
Kau kirim di mana?
No, lihat. Udah lihat belum?
Udah. Ya, kok ke band?
No. Ban IP lagi. Selama 23
Mas
hari.
Ben,
Udah nggak bisa
itu
main dah.
kalau
Udah,
Ben IP lu restart wifi. Ben IP restart wifi. Bisa, nanti
Duh,
masuk lagi bisa. Coba aja coba.
kok reset? Kok
Iya
reset
restart
lama?
wifi. Enggak. Daripada kayak
Enggak.
Ben. Oke. Ayo Mas Ben lagi combo lagi atau apa?
Udah aku selesai dulu kalau gitulah.
Kenapa?
Udahlah. Nggak bisa masuk. Disconnect. Main server mana? Aku nggak main di server. Aku main di gini, main di Bedwar tadi di apa tadi? Lupa. Nah, salah. Di gini, di Lucky Network. Tapi udahan. Menfollow kah atau gimana enaknya ya? Oh, cantiknya. Kriteria silakan, kalau kriteria nggak apa. Dan sinyal jelek, no rotate. Okay, thank you. Aduh, ngapain tadi Aldo masuk? Ya follow yuk. No. Kenapa sih? Waduh. Welcome stream beri gambar D14. Bisa ngeliat tapi nggak bisa masuk. Gigi gimang. Matiin. Saya lupa, saya lupa. Anda ini. Oke, thank you. Anda memiliki teman yang sama. Nge-push kah kawan? Wah, masih ada lagi berapa itu? Melihat karir. Karirku merah-merah. Ya, udah selesai kah? Anjay. Siapa yang menang? Siapa yang menang? Full sense. Oh, 2 sama. Mapnya Evan.
Man, coming off the momentum of you think
Apakah kita menonton dulu? Kayaknya sih enaknya gitu.
Northampton's attack on the site's ward. I think even with the Killjoy, even with the breach, I think Soldom and the rest of Northampton were able to just breeze through those kind of zone controls that Full Sense was able to offer. But I think with the Cypher, it's going to be a better matchup to Soldom because, again, with the changes to the tripwire, you can't just dash through it anymore. You're going to get boing or ping pong back onto your position. So I think that's a really good adjustment for Full Sense here, but they definitely still have to keep track of where this opponents are going to be going for. So I'm also looking at maybe a lot more angles to fight for Full Sense to get more control in this map.
All right, just a small change with the Cypher there. Still double initiators on both sides, a whole lot of flashes. Illustrata, what are your final thoughts before we head into this match?
I'm gonna double up on it, dude. I really think Full Sense got it. I'm loving their composition. I think they've got all it takes to break into a site and to lock it down. They're gonna take this home. It's finally gonna be Full Sense's time.
All right, I love it. Achilleos, paper thin, take us into map 5.
All right, that's exactly what we're going to do, guys. Map 5 coming up, Haven to settle it all. Like they were talking about on the desk, paper thin, last time these guys squared off on this very map when they faced in the upper final, it was very much in the hands of Northeption. 13-7 the scoreline there. Do you think that that could happen yet again, or do you think that we're going to go the distance? Because I'm leaning towards going the distance.
Oh, I just feel like it has to go to the distance. I don't know what else can happen here now. It just feels like both these teams have such good reads on each other. They have such good kind of counter punches whenever one hits back just as hard. And yeah, the only difference we're seeing here again is Chalala on that Cypher. So yeah, again, those tripwires, yeah, they can be a little bit tricky. It makes it a lot harder for Soldom to create the space that he can. But really the story of this map for Northeption the last time was 10. Was one of the big pieces of this. His Killjoy is just so filthy, so nasty, so hard to deal with. So, you know, I like what FS did here, picking the defender side to go with to start and trying to set the tempo. They can't let Northeption run away with this early like they did last time. Northeption put up, I think it was 5 rounds in a row to begin this map. So, gotta try to slow this down. But that's a good fault line to hit John Olsen.
Does hit John Olsen. Doesn't take any shots, but it will be Superbuzz actually taking a considerable amount of damage there in Sewer. He's going to pull all the way back, but down to 47. We'll see if he can try to connect in with the... Well, never mind. Lammy doesn't have the heal, so it doesn't matter if he connects in with him. Either way. Said site's going to be turned over onto the B site. As the Trailblazer comes out from May, checks the back, says that that's okay. Sends it out over towards C-Link, but isn't going to get too much vision on anything. Blinds coming through. Jalala over from the spawn. Will manage to find one. May gonna fall. Estelle only able to find Lammy Snacks in exchange. 3 members now alive. Spike not planted. They'll go for it yet again.
Why didn't they plant the first time? I'm so confused. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Either way, John Olsen manages to find one. Takes the breach off the table. Now is in onto the spike. Sold up. Cut around the side. He does pull off the spike for a moment. Sugar Zero gonna find Superbuzz. Right, it's not gonna connect onto John Olsen as they will both fall. The defuse will come in. And that is going to be the nice little round pickup here for Full Sense, finding the pistol.
I'm left with a furrowed brow a bit here on that one. That was a little bit odd. Something weird happened there because that spike should have been planted and it should have been playing for, you know, a retake on that with Northeption. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what went on there. So
Gonna begin to tell you.
Yeah, that leaves me, again, I think Northeption is starting to have a little bit of that fatigue mentally. We saw it in the previous match at the end of Split, you know, with Soldom not holding his angle properly, and some little things are starting to crack and fall apart.
Well, John Olsen, unsurprisingly, going to be taking up the Marshal, looking straight out of sewers here over towards a lobby. No one really playing into his line of sight, though. Soldom is just on the left side of this perspective. Team's starting to kind of inch down, but is very wary of this. I'll send out a Hawk, goes over towards Long, doesn't spot anything, but can they get the check here? Well, that's one way to check, just face check. Estelle gonna be dead on the floor now. This May just jiggles around the corner. In that moment, they do manage to get a creep up here from Soldom. He's gonna advance forward, pistols come out, he's trying to get the finish, tries to tailwind forward, and Soldom will barely manage to come out on top of that exchange. Now has the Marshal in hand, 40 HP left up for him. 10 rounds the corner out of garage over towards C. Will not be able to out-trade there against Superbus, only gets a couple taps in. Now 2 members left, pushing up into B. Seems like the side of Northeption just want to try to get a plant down if possible. Get that extra cash coming in. Push around the side, they will deny the plant from coming through. Soldom now gonna be dazed up. Flash connects, blind shots coming through, not gonna hit anyone. They will get the cleanup. John Olsen the only casualty here on the side of Full Sense.
I mean, again, Soldom kind of gets away with one there. He doesn't have his gun out at the moment that John Olsen pushes through the smoke, so they both kind of dash at each other and just barely. Soldom's able to get the better of it, get his pistol out in time to take that kill. But yeah, they try to push through C to try to, I don't know, fake something. They had an opportunity there to maybe push into A and try to do it, but again, North Epsion just doesn't have a good read right now on what's going on the map and what they should be doing off of it. Instead, they try to re-aggress into B, and again, Full Sense was there from the beginning. I saw PTC over there watching it, and yeah, that turret's going to give them a little bit of information.
Moved up aggressively here.
Itu FF mas. Iya FF
Ten
Max.
gonna be the one holding back
Tahu
now.
aja Rais, FF Max ini.
Trying to stop anybody from getting moved up.
Is he going to be ready for this flash?
Potentially not. I mean, if he throws it straight
Ah,
through this,
kena.
gonna connect onto him. Oh man, what a shot!
Why didn't we flash first?
You know, sometimes you have a happy little accident.
Well, a
Happy
few
for
little,
10, I mean.
a few little head scratchers here to begin this one, but for 10, he hits another 6 shot. I mean, the guy is just absolutely nasty with that Vandal. You see it time and time again. We're gonna try B, 3rd round in a row. 3rd time's a charm? Oh God.
Bit rare from what we're used to seeing, but Lammy will barely manage to win out, gets that elimination. Soldam trying to play elusively, but he's fully blind, doesn't really know where the hell he's going. Does get taken down in the end. 10 will find another. Gets rid of Chala. May finding PTC, finding Lammy. It seems like this B hit might just work out for them. Plan's going to be around the back side of the site.
Astaga si ganti.
Flop out of the weapon, but as he tries to recover
Isi
it,
ganti senjata
go ahead, click
bapaknya.
yet another head. 3 kills for him in the round. The first round on the board here for North Epsion, 1-2 the score line.
Well, 10 was up there the first time around on Haven. He's coming up big again. Sugar Zero also the other one to really pop off for North Epsion on Haven. Last time these two teams squared off, so a good start, a good recovery for North Epsion. Let's see if we can get a little bit more cleanliness out of this. See if we can get those combos rolling, get those utilities together into tip-top shape. If you're going to peek those corners, definitely doesn't hurt to have that flash come out in front of you from Breach. Going to make an early play for the Altorm. Should be able to grab it, no problem, and get the Blade Storm going. And that's always scary, of course, so John Olsen is just absolutely nuts, so, you know.
I mean, that map that they played versus Haven, that was one of the few times that John Olsen really didn't deliver. He was, 10-16, I believe, on that kill count, so we'll see if he's going to be able to have a better performance this time around. Lammy trying to get the trade out there. Wilson sold them down to 14 HP, but with May perfectly fine, just top him up. Burn almost all of that heal. Just get him back to 100%. Nice early pickoff, punishing that position in garage.
Cover fire there through that door to make sure that that heal can come through fully unabated. And then you still have this just scares the heck out of me. Every time I see John Olsen with the blades or with the sniper, I just worry for the other team. It's going to be a full stack. Let's see if they can isolate him out there. There is the star that comes in right to that spot. That forces John Olsen out. Pretty good read here.
30 seconds left.
Slow creep up.
Oh,
He's gonna go
kena.
for the peek.
Kena
There's that one
connect
blade.
dong.
Gets just May in the shoulder. Void's getting fault lines. He tucks
Connect.
away, but he'll be fine. Big
Astaga.
impact. Blades going out. The cloudbursts come up to keep them covered.
connect.
Looks for one. Will find May. Back down now into
sial.
sewer, but Sugar Zero's right there
Connect
on
cuma
the flank.
satu.
Finds the elimination, and Superbus goes down as well off screen. Now in the site, just 2 members left alive, and Chalala takes quite a bit of damage. Gonna try to exit out of here, but 10 is on the hunt.
Enemy remaining.
Wraps around the corner, sprays him down, and now last one standing,
Wah,
PTC. Already. Oh no! The spray and the drop out of the window sends him plummeting to his demise.
Matinya jatuh
Tie it up
dong.
2-2, and that is a kill that you don't get to see every day.
Oh, this series has now officially had it all, Achilleos. We have the fall damage kill.
Matinya terjatuh dong.
2
Coba dah.
aces in the first game, a sheriff hold on A on split, and then the
Dua
fall
sama
damage
lagi.
kill onto PTC.
We just need the op collat and we'll complete our bingo card here.
Very true. Yeah, if anyone's been playing finals bingo, I think that might have just given somebody a win.
Oh my, oh my. Well, they're gonna give PTC the Marshal here. Not John Olsen, as he is gonna cover long A, so they're changing up their positions. They're getting real aggressive out of C.
Starting to shift forward. Sugar Zero going to be watching that angle, but he's by himself. There's 2 there. No flashes that can come out, though. So it's not like his vision is going to be obstructed in any way if they decide to round the corner.
Well, they're just, you know, kind of trying to suss out the defensive FS. They don't want to push into anything, you know, make some of those mistakes they made where they aren't clearing their angles and aren't getting enough information to make good decisions. And so this time it's going to be back over to A. They're going to jump across. Well, now they definitely know that there's a Marshal there. Reinforcements trying to come quickly. Soldom trying to dash in here with this Judge.
Oh, well, took a shot with that Marshal down into Seward. Threw out the right click. Did hit Soldom for a brief moment. Now rounds the corner. Finds one. Follows up for another. PTC is a monster. Does get taken down, but still significant damage. John Olsen not going to be caught with the Rolling Thunder. Will find a cell on the cross, but Sugar Zero trades it back fairly quickly. That being said, though, for an Eco, this is still looking incredibly good for the side of Full Sense. Spike now going to be planted. One coming up through A main, the other creeping back over through B. Cosmic Divide going to be used. Nice Sugar Zero is Super Bus. Tries to find a way to inch forward. 10. Dangerously low. Moves back into the site. If he rounds the corner right now, he's going to be able to find a kill. He's got him. One more on the ground. There's the neural theft, and as he exits from hell, Super Bus, oh, he'll put him right back in there, it would seem. The headshot with the Marshal and a fuse coming in, and a huge round win comes through as Full Sense find a thrifty.
Didn't Super Bus destroy the lockdown? Am I mistaken on that? I think he got up there and shot it. Because he was inside of the range of it. So if I'm not mistaken, and I could be because it's, everything starts to blur together after a while, but I'm a little bit confused here by Northeption. They completely lose track of Superbus. They completely lose track of Chalala. They're just falling apart mentally. They're not holding the right angles. They're not, you know, understanding the likely spots. Somebody has to be watching from Link. It's very likely that someone's going to come from that area.
Yeah.
It's just very, very perplexing.
I mean, you're talking about falling apart mentally. I guess I'm right there in that same camp because I couldn't even begin to tell you right now. Map 5 on the back of a long week. We are absolutely being treated, but it'd be a lie to say that this is not a marathon series for both us and especially for these players. Slow creep up here. Soldom looking to try to scout out A site a little bit. There's been a lot of attention paid over towards long, so you can tell, you know, why he's as extra suspect here.
He's got to be real careful, of course. Now there's enough money for FS for that kind of half armor operator that they so love. They're going to properly smoke this off. They're going to catch Soldom with those, and that's where you're getting the value out of those trap wires.
They get the spot on him. Spray comes back through. I'll take 2 down so very low. Sugar Zero at 20 HP. Soldom now at 30. Rolling Thunder out. Dark connects. Quick swap over onto the camera. Now the aftershock thrown down. I mean, all of the utility. It's just an absolute storm being thrown out here onto the site. Sugar Zero and 10 both going to fall. There's the team in shambles. They try to push in. Soldom will find John Olsen with the blades for a little bit more. Turns around, spots one, but as he dashes, he falls right into Lemmy's lap. Gets the elimination. That is going to be Full Sense now moving up, stretching that lead by 2. Northeption unable to stabilize here, unable to regain control.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there was just a barrage of utility that came out from FS there. It was the Rolling Thunder, all the PTC utility, the Cosmic Divide as well, and nice attempt here by Soldom to get aggressive off that Cosmic Divide. They flash through, he gets a couple, but it's just too little too late at that point. Somehow dodges an operator shot in the midst of all of that chaos. But yeah, I mean, it's tough right now for Northeption. FS is just playing really just better, cleaner Valorant. You know, they're playing off their utility well. They're putting themselves in good spots to succeed, whereas the Northeption is just trying to sloppily run around the map and outgun FS, and you are not going to beat them that way. That's why I'm kind of surprised to see some of the things they're doing. It just feels like they're getting gassed mentally. I mean, you could see this has been a long one, of course. It's a hard one, but that's the name of the game sometime. And right now, FS is just more prepared. And you can see the mental to tack on to this point that I'm making. Soldom dashes through one of those trap wires. It's like he forgot, you know, that they could potentially be there, and that just stalls everything up on their attack. It gives FS even more time to react, to come over on their retake. And they're there to hit them with a ton of utility.
I mean, if nothing else, need to try to go over top of them rather than straight through.
Yep.
Did manage to check back while we had the tack pause, and you were correct. It was just a push-up from Superbus to clear that lockdown on the side.
I thought so, but they didn't recognize that it happened. I don't think they ever understood where that lockdown got killed from.
He literally just walked up long and just shot it.
Tambah tua baru ada, bro.
Let me rewind here.
Gak ada tambah muda, bro. Tambah tua
John
baru
Olsen
ada,
up
bro.
on top center sight. Operator in hand takes a shot through the window. Not going to get the wall bang. Will certainly make them think twice about coming over to the B site, which was shown quite a bit of attention early on by Northampton, but now mostly straight away from.
Oh man, if you can find some way to drag that operator out of John Olsen's hands, that'd be very, very nice pickup for Northampton. They're angling towards C, and again, it's not fooling FS here. They have a very good read on what's going on. They get the read from the guiding light. They know that someone's hanging out here in garage, and they're just pressing the issue, and these stars are definitely going to reveal. I think Lammy Stack's going to get a big one here.
Well, they got the stun.
Gak dicek!
No one's looked at him!
Spike down.
He's just gonna mow down 2! He gets May, he gets 10! Estelle finally comes around the corner, puts him down, but there was way more value than he should have ever found. They look to spray through the smoke, they're trying to stop the plant, they're not gonna be able to do so. John Olsen gonna be taken down as Estelle finds the shot. Delano, the last one standing, will fall as Estelle gets 3. And just like that, Northampton come back in with a thrifty of their own.
Well, even though they don't account for Lammy, they're still able to recover from that, get some guns in their hands, fast and furious on that attack, and turn the tables in a heartbeat. Unbelievable. I thought that was done. I thought that was done and dusted. Oh,
I mean,
what am I seeing?
Northampton just, I don't know, give Estelle a bonus because it felt like he alone was able to bring that back from the brink. Not for those early shots. Could have been looking at, another 2-round lead here in favor of Full Sense. Superbus gonna maybe push up. Oh, he's just on the edge.
Kena nih.
Shots coming through in advance. He's gonna go for the peak. Hold up, doesn't over Cresp. Oh, Superbus just strafes right back into his line of fire through the door. Offers himself up. Lammy now gonna be tucked away in the corner. Pulls back through towards C, but down at 29 HP. Any additional spray would have been him saying goodnight as well.
John Olsen, along with PTC, again with these marshals. We've already seen what these two players could do with them. I just feed them the marshals every time on the ecos. I would just stick with it. They're so powerful. They're so cagey with it. I mean, we saw last time PTC, even on a breach, he escapes to the back of A and pops 2 with the marshal on the entry from Northampton. So these guys are just absolutely nuts. They're absolutely cracked out of their minds, and you got to avoid those as best you can. And let's see, if it worked once, heck, let's try it again. Maybe we could get this C hit to go again.
John Olsen staring down C. Long push comes into garage. Lammy and John Olsen now both going to fall. That nice little insert maneuver on him.
Last player standing.
Charlotte pushing up the side, will manage to find
Spike
10.
planted.
Making sure that this isn't a flawless round, making sure that it does come with some costs, some consequences. PTC, I mean, he put up some nasty martial shots with his A defense. See if he can do the same here. Oh, yep, he'll just no-scope one. Drops out of the window. He's looking for a little bit more, but he can't quite clear the angle on the Solam, so Solam will finish him off. And Northampton will tie it up 4-4, but damn, I mean, even to get that no-scope shot was still nasty from PTC.
How does he hit that? It's unreal. It's just unbelievable. It's just like when I think he's dead, he gets flashed, he gets hit by a couple of those wall bangs. I'm like, okay, there you go. He just pops him. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind over here. It's just insane. I mean, just it's like you know, it's like the back part of their brain is just taken over. You know what I mean? Like they're just on autopilot, and they're just able to hit stuff because they're not thinking. They're just reacting.
Sometimes, you know, let that subconscious take hold. I forget what it's called when you're like driving and you're paying attention, but your subconscious is mostly in control, and then the next thing you know, you're like, oh, I'm at my exit. It's like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called. Yeah.
It's that repetition. You get so used to something that you don't even necessarily notice that it's happening. You're just able to execute on it properly.
Just nuts. You just love to see it. I mean, you see the hard work that these players have been putting in over the course of this year, and it's paying off. I mean, with stuff like that, that's just pure practice, just paying off for them. And you know, they're gonna keep trying to hit this C. If they could take John Olsen out, they might just get it. Are they gonna flash into here? Okay, they're gonna check with the dog first, and he has to cloud bursting. Well, okay, it is John Olsen. I forget.
Yeah.
He likes to fight.
Oh, okay. Get to pull the trigger there. Rolling Thunder not going to connect on him. He'll spray down one. They'll all just start firing into the Cloudburst to find the elimination. Still going to be tucked away. Superbus at the back of the site. I mean, as he gets blinded, will fall down. And Sugar Zero, he's got enough clearance to spot him in the head. Gets rid of Superbus. PTC tries to make his way in through
10
60 side,
seconds
but
left.
will just end up going down. And yet again,
Planted.
all on cha-la-la-la.
Well, yeah, they know he's there. The Fault Light and the Aftershock are just gonna send him packing. Not much left for him to do. This is, I mean, even though John Olsen he's such an interesting player to watch because he's like, he does the exact opposite of what I would expect a Jet to do in his situation. I'm like, all right, well, you could dash out of here. And he's like, no, I'm going to regress. And then it's like, all right, now you really should get out. He's like, no, I'm going to regress. And it catches teams off guard. We've seen it all throughout this tournament. And FS, you know,
my eyes are down.
If he could get 2 kills out of that, it might be a completely different round. Chala is going to take us still down. Okay, it's a nice little pickup here. Is the and he's going to catch one out of the trap wire. So you know he might find a second if somebody else pushes on him. But yeah, it's just John Olsen's so tricky to deal with because he's another one of those players that just loves to hold W. And it makes him so, you have to always be aware. And credit to Northeption, they only lose 1 on that. They're able to react to him fast enough. And then they just hit some unbelievable shots on that entry with those Phantoms.
Yeah. That man is absolutely wild.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Now,
This goes.
this is a rough spot here. Northeption in control of this map. Very first time, but only a couple more rounds yet to be played.
Take that,
2
turret.
more. Ah.
Ah, it's concussed and shot up with a Marshall. That's what you get.
This is who I'm looking to keep my eyes on a little bit more, as Estelle's had a pretty good series overall. It's looking very solid here with the breach. They've just kind of been trading off roles from the sky over to this now. Still managing to find an impact. Absolutely been impressing.
I'd like to see some kind of fake towards this guy. That still has to be so careful, though. He's got the spike, and if they get caught in this Bucky, it's potentially round Jun. But they're
Or
just
he
gonna
can just do
spray him
that.
down.
I've told you, I want to watch this guy. He's playing so well.
I bow down to you.
Just gets
Oh.
the read, but John Olsen creeping forward into A lobby does find 10.
They get so aggressive on these Seekers. I love it. Just, you should be dead. Yep.
There you go. Bust down. May, just on the other side of the smoke, instantly reacts. Finds Shalala right in the head. Now John Olsen's got his work cut out for him. 4 to kill. There's the pullback from Garage into C. Hawk goes off, only gets the half blind. They'll send out the fault line, trying to stun him up. Nearly avoids that. Takes a little bit of damage from the spray. Can swap over now to the Phantom. Seems like he's trying to play for it. Oh, nearly has the shot, and as he rounds the corner, Estelle will find another one. Second kill in the round. Now 6 to 4. 2 more to be played out in the half. Northeption with a comfortable lead.
I thought he had that. I thought he had May done. I thought he had him dusted with that last blade, but just misses. And yeah, John's the only one able to pick up anything out of that round. Now Northeption is starting to find their footing. This is the attacker side haven that I was waiting for here, as they've been able to string 4 together in a row. 2 more in this half, and FS might be time for a timeout if this one goes sideways. They do have Rolling Thunder and Seekers of their own. Cha-la-la-la, able to build up. Oh! You got to be careful. Soldom loves to get up in the air with those blade storms. You got to be real cautious of that. And yeah, Soldom just barely able to get. Excuse me, John Olsen just barely able to get out.
Doesn't take any damage either, so he'll be grateful for that. Rolling Thunder available here for PTC. Still, those 2 kills that he was able to scoop up in the last round gets him a bit closer as well. For now, ult-wise, going to be favoring Full Sense. We'll see if they can utilize them to try to get themselves back into this game and close the gap a bit more. PTC waiting in the back. Flashpoint at the ready to send into garage. We get word that there is a push coming through. Cloudburst down. Lammy trying to push in. The blind timing is going to be absolutely perfect. They take his eyes away. Soldom, the blade right in between them. See though, still inside here. In the back of sight, Spike's not being brought over. If it does, you can expect that the Rolling Thunder is going to be used to interrupt the plan. And they'll all be able to storm in, try to clean up the kills. Here it goes, throws it out. Push around the side, Soldom trying to find an angle onto him, but Superbus manages to take him down. Superbus will find another. May does fall. PTC now finds Estelle, and it seems like this should be the round in the bag. Trap wire, find Sugar Zero. They know exactly where he's at. They'll send the flash out. Gets the half blind. Manages to find Superbus, but PTC will claim 3. As they do put that 5th round win on the board. Now looking to tie it up 6-6 in the half.
Yeah, I'd like to see better recognition here from Northception of the situation they're in terms of ult economy. You got to know that Rolling Thunder is still hanging out, and that B is the perfect site for it. I mean, whether someone is on B or even back by defender spawn, you can hit a great Rolling Thunder from there too, but that just completely gums up the works and just gives FS all the crossfires, all the time they need to get in there and clean things up. I'd like to see a better recognition of the situation and try to play around, try to, go to it, if that Rolling Thunder comes out, fine, back off, try to go to C or something else. See, try to go through this garage that's been so powerful for you. Try to get that done. Let's see if FS can come through with the 6th round tied up in the half. That was much, much better from them, much cleaner.
Initial heavy stack from the side of Full Sense outside of garage. Where it gets broken down. Instead, it's just going to be slow creep up long. One rotating through sewer quite yet. Pull back.
You
Hear
want
the
to
horde being
fight it?
taken.
Off your feet!
Cosmic Divide comes through. Rolling Thunder. Oh, John Olsen barely, narrowly avoiding that now. Wants the dash forward, but he can't get out. So the free aggressives back out through hell. With the help of that damage from the Nano Swarm, will take him down. And advantage now here. Plant comes through from Estelle. Seeker's going to be sent through. That's going to be the lockdown again. Used, destroyed instantly, however. Not able to find anything. PTC drops in onto the site, finds Estelle, but Soldom gets him from behind in the end. 10 will come up with 2 kills. He's only able to find Soldom, so there you have it, a 7-5 half. And Northception, after a fairly rocky start, managed to bounce back and finish off the attacking side with a lead.
Dude, that reaction by Sugar Zero with that gravity well saved the round. That was huge. It bought so much time. It nullified all that utility that Lammy threw out. It just gave them such a good opportunity to get ready for that push coming out of Link. Really nicely done. Great Cosmic Divide, great play off it by Soldom to catch John Olsen on the way out. That's huge. That's another huge pickup for them. Just really well thought out, really well executed by Northception on that. Great Cosmic Divide this time, pays off. Oh boy, what a half. 7-5 Northception. I don't know. Yeah, I think overtime.
It could be tied up yet again fairly quickly here. If Full Sense can find a pistol round win, turret's going to be set up to try and dissuade anybody from advancing forward into the garage. 10 ready to go on the counter peak, but blind comes through.
Oh, that gravity well.
And the turret's going to be destroyed. Yeah, gravity well. A quick little snatch on him, but he manages to wriggle free of it.
Good escape for 10. That's gonna, pop a lot of utility and give him at least a little bit of a chance to kind of reorganize himself, resituate. But now there's a lot of players, and with that trap wire up over by A, kind of feel like that might be it. Soldom trying to get aggressive through to mid. Doesn't really find much off of it. Takes a bit of damage. Super Bus with the headshot.
A little bit of a fadeaway there. Gets the shot immediately is turning. Just like, yeah, he's dead. I got him.
Pengen sebelah
I did it, guys.
bangsat.
He's
Gila.
dead.
You know,
collapsing into A. Poor Redshirt. Smoke's coming down, right clicks in, Soldom chunked out. It's shut down immediately thereafter. Lamisnax managing to find one, but May comes around the side with the frenzy in hand, looks for a little bit more. PTC still standing, as is Superbust. They will close it out. They'll get the spike plant for some extra cash. And just like that, full sense. Now getting ready to go into their anti-eco, could be tying us up 7-7.
I mean, Soldom's great. I don't want to criticize him too much because he's playing out of his mind on this map, but every once in a while he's got to play back out of those smokes because it's too easy to read what he's doing, and they just blast into that smoke right away. They know he's moving right into it. He's not fooling anyone with that, and so I would like to see him maybe change it up a bit. Throw a smoke and let that just cover the angle. See if he can buy a little time, waste a couple shots, give away their position, make them look in the wrong spots. See if he can capitalize off of it. And yeah, pistol rounds have been a real struggle as of late for Northeption in this game. They haven't really found their footing. They lost both on split. Haven't gone their way here either again, so we'll see. It's 10 with a shorty. Oh boy.
Okay.
Ow.
Gets into the corner. I mean, didn't back up as far as he could have, and a little bit of extra damage. They just decide to spray this. Could be catastrophic, and well, he tries to dive into the cloudburst. They try to kill on the John Olsen, but is unable to do so. Meanwhile, it's just eyes on everything. Says, yeah, 3 of them out of A lobby. They go in for the push. They try to just collapse into the window, and we'll just get chewed apart. There's just no escape here for them. Sugar Zero going to be the last one left standing all the way over at C long. Spike looking like it's going to rotate out of mid, either through garage to C or onto B. Seems like it will be the former. And Sugar Zero moving up. He should have been able to hear his movements. I'll just try to tuck in behind this box, see what kind of damage he can deal. Okay, decent little trigger discipline being shown there. We'll find PTC, but obviously the rest of the squad nearby. They get the easy trade-off, and it's 7-7 tied up as we head into the rifles here for Northeption. See what they can do in the bonus.
Yeah, that camera makes things real easy when it sees everybody on the team. For Northeption, there's no confusion about what's going on in that spot, but that's, yeah, eco round against the anti-eco. Always going to be difficult no matter who you are. And FS ties it up 7-7, rifles in hand. Soldom's going to go for that Vandal here. It's kind of curious what he's thinking about doing, if he's trying to go for this early wall bang, if they expect this pressure through mid. I think they do.
Heavy presence here. Gets Sugar Zero tucked away, but no eyes currently on the garage. Nebula's out. Dog moving forward. Does get cleared out. Turn on a bit of a crossfire there. John Olsen moves out. Just, offer up a little bit of HP to make sure that you get that turret eliminated. So everyone moves through. Trailblazers being sent down sewer, checking up into A lobby. Doesn't manage to make it far enough to get rid of one of the trap wires, and it seems like May is going to maybe potentially advance all the way through long.
I don't like the dry peek.
Yeah, Soldom taken down. Flash out now from Estelle. 10 looking to hold down the site, well into the back. We'll find one. Fault line goes through the garage as well, just to try to slow them up. PTC wants to come hopping up into window, but Sugar Zero is ready for it, gets that elimination.
And Chalala has to pop the smoke to cover the exit here. Gonna throw the trap wire behind. It's a full rotate over to A. You do have Bay rushing over there. The rest of the reinforcements are coming. 10's gonna come from the off angle, but he's gonna have to go through all that annoying Cypher utility to try to get through. Spike is gonna be planted. May gonna let go with the Hawk. Try to jump down into hell. He's gonna get the one. Tries to come around the corner. Gets two.
Oh, it's brutal. Manages to find the 3 of them on the drop down. Estelle trades his life just to make sure that they have some covering fire to split. Very nicely communicated there by Northeption. And they will turn it around. 8-7 now. Pressure mounting for both of these squads. 5 more to go for Northeption, and that's their ticket to champions. Full sense they have come so far. The desk's been talking about it the whole week through. This is a squad that has never really been able to be at the top of the SEA region. They've always gotten close, but they've always fallen short at the final hour. It'd be truly poetic and tragic at the same time if that were to happen here again. We'll see if they can bring it back, though. So that Thailand has a representative of champions at the end of the year.
That's just textbook from May. You flash and jump down. John Olsen's going to get revealed by that alarm bot. So he's gonna have to back up for a second and make sure he doesn't get, you know, spammed through a smoke or a wall or something. And nobody's there for right now, but there is people angling in that direction from Northception. John's trying to push through onto B. There isn't much going on here other than this star in the front. I think that there's some kind of utility in the back. I think that might be the turret. Yeah, there's a turret hanging out on the back of the site as well. Let's see, is this going to be a B hit? Or a full sense?
Stell's just around the corner. I mean, is he actually going to go for this dry peek? He's trying to wiggle back and forth the spots. PTC gets blinded, throws the fault line just to make sure they don't push in. Does he throw the aftershock? Looks like he holds on to it for a little bit longer at least. Now the rotation comes in, everybody storming their way down through Long and Sewer. Will be a hang back briefly by Superbus. See what kind of approach he wants to try and take. In the meantime, locked into a gravity well. The push into the smoke. Soldom this time, he's ready because he's got a judge in hand. Will find one. May falls. 10 creeping along the side, but the aim is just a bit off, just over the shoulder. John Olsen strikes him down. PTC finds 2. Jalala will get the finish. Sugar Zero, the last one to drop as the spike gets planted for the extra cash. And Full Sense tie it up 8-8 again.
Yeah, this is just a great rotate here from Full Sense. Great reaction, knowing that Northception's collapsing onto B. They sold it hard enough, and they're able to get over there. And this time, Northception not really able to recover in time. Soldom takes a bunch of damage. May caught peeking on that angle, not able to hold it down. 10 as well, uncharacteristically kind of whiffing their shots a bit. And definitely John Olsen, big part of that. Stepping to the side, take a 10 down, opening up some face. Try to get aggressive as Soldom, almost gets out. Somehow John Olsen takes a bunch of damage. Good cover here by the rest of Northception.
Yeah, really solid double peek coming through. Like Sugar Free and 10 just peeking out there, but they don't manage to get the kill. Would have been a big boon for them here on this eco round, which, I mean, this map especially, we've seen it the whole way throughout, but the eco rounds in this series have been absolutely phenomenal from both of these squads. So you definitely cannot count out Northception on this round, especially because Soldom has that shorty in his hands that he so loves to utilize. 10 gonna be forced out of position though. It's die or die. No real other option unless PTC just happens to whip every single shot.
Now PTC again as the Rolling Thunder.
Yep, Rolling Thunder's up. Everybody moving over to A. Hear them coming in now. Sugar Zero will look to try to relay this information. Look to try to find an opening pick. Shoots just a little bit too soon with the Sheriff. PTC will just go ahead, spray away into the Nebula, get that elimination. So now it's going to be a 2-man advantage here for the side of Full Sense as they look to take the lead.
Out of charges.
I don't know what they can do here. This is going to be rather difficult. I mean, you can see they're already angling. Soldom's going to have to make the play of his life. John Olsen's ready for him, takes him down on the entry. Even though he's flashed, he's able to avoid any fire. Oh, it's just a massacre.
Yeah, it's just right into the meat grinder there. Estelle, 7 health. I mean, kind of just wants to wait for that spike to go off, maybe get somebody in the head, but he can't do it. Jalala will finish him off, and it's a flawless round here as Full Sense takes the lead yet again. It's been a little while since they've been in this position with that economic offset and the lack of a strong eco. They're back in the driver's seat. We will have attack timeout coming through, likely from Northception as they're about to put rifles back in their hands, and that's exactly who's calling it.
Yeah, they really got to resituate themselves and figure out how to deal with these rotates back to A from Full Sense. They got to have some kind of ability to recognize that these are happening. I think they got to take a little bit more control of the space towards the sewers and towards Long A and that kind of thing. Make sure that the pressure is on. If you want to force them into 10s utility on C or something like that, you got to put a little more pressure over there. So right now, you can see that Full Sense isn't really interested in trying to push on to 10s, even though 10s hasn't been as phenomenal as he was the last time on Aven. He's still an absolute monster on that Killjoy, so you gotta be real careful about that. And yeah, just trying to make sure all the everybody's in the right spots. You do have counter rolling thunders available. Chalala still sitting on that neural theft, hasn't really found too much of a interesting time to use it because it seems like these sight holds have been pretty good for Full Sense the last couple rounds. And we look to go and see if Northception tie this up 9-9. Just watching how they're all setting up. It's still going to be 10 over onto C. Him and Sugar Zero on the same site. That concerns me a bit. That's so much of your defensive utility in one spot.
See here, full sense just looking to full send it in the garage, spraying through the doorway. Haven't really managed to get any hits in.
Wah,
though.
dilihat
And a
dong.
cheeky spot, but oh, look at this. John also just goes for the peak. Absolutely just nukes him in that one little moment. 10 does the same though as he enters in, but takes quite a bit of damage on the retreat. Great stun. Stops Slammy Snacks from being able to clear the angle. 10 will be safe for now, but still dangerously low. May alive, but playing on the opposite side of the map. Will not be able to offer him up any healing right now until they can try to congregate somewhere. Still trying to spot one, but PTC just slow peeks in. Gets him in the head with the Phantom. Nebula's come up.
Nggak maksudnya
They want to
ada.
plant here on the
Oh,
B site. Looks like the
Sini
answer is going to
aja
be yes,
nonton.
but for a moment maybe they were going to try to
Kenapa?
rotate through Link to get the gravity
Kok
well.
di
10 pushes in,
DS
will find
takutnya
Chalalala,
begini,
and that's
takutnya
going to be the spike
ngelag.
down on the ground. Seekers come rushing out. Sugar Zero clears those. 2v3, Rolling Thunder still available here from
30
PTC.
seconds left.
Spike is going to be pushed into the A site.
Enemy
Deepler
remaining.
coming in here from Lamb. He catches Sugar off guard.
Spike
As May
planted.
just goes storming back through the defender's spawn, trying to see if he can do a damn thing here, but it's looking like full sense should absolutely be moving up 2 rounds now over top of North Eption.
Yeah, I think May here, you know, just trying to cross his D's and dot his I's. Oh no, from the
There it
side
is.
it's Super Bus. Yeah,
It's
I
all over the
just
place.
saw it. Yeah, they're all over the place. You can never keep track of them. The information war is once again being won by Full Sense. At North Eption, I want to see them, you know, maybe try to dial up a little bit of aggression again. See if they could get in the faces of Full Sense. See if they could get underneath that mid window, put some pressure on them. I know it's Sheriffs, and that makes it a little more obvious. But you got to try to do something, because it's starting to get out of hand. This unbelievable series might be coming to an end here shortly.
It seems like we're trending in that direction. I mean, 5 ults available here for the side of North Eption. Just need to get into a position to actually try to utilize them. Soldom's going to do that, but oh, John Olsen just shuts him down yet again. The blades come out. John Olsen domes him and says, sit. And that is it. That's all he needs say. 10 as well going to be suffering. Granted, sure, it's the eco, it's sheriffs and pistols in hand, it's a blade storm, but this is just Full Sense, fully dominating at every twist and turn. They're winning out on these aim battles. John Olsen will go up over the top. Let's take a slight little hit from the aftershock, but he doesn't mind. Not when he's been landing hits like the way he's been doing.
They're winning out on a bunch of different battles. Yeah, that's an easy one there for Super Bus. Again, these flanks from the side. I mean, just North Eption is never ready for him, Achilles.
Sini aja
They just
nomor.
continue to get caught off guard. Sugar Zero trying to find a pick, trying to find a
Nomor
damn thing, but
pembantaian.
he's going to come up shy, empty-handed, as he waits to respawn. Still just sat here, classic in hand, hoping somebody might happen to walk in front of him. See Full Sense. They're playing it out intelligently. They're taking their time. They're being cautious. They
Nice.
don't want to give it over. Super Bus will finish them off. We'll find 4 kills in the round. It's a flawless yet again for Full Sense, who are now just 2 rounds away from punching their ticket to champions at the end of the year. North Eption will need to win 5 consecutive if they want to avoid overtime, but at this point, I think they'd settle for just about anything. They need to get some wins on the board.
And again, Soldom's just too predictable at the beginning here. They've got him read like a book. The fault line's right there, and that makes it easy for John Olsen to take him down with that blade storm. You know, it's kind of, they've got, Full Sense has a really good read on the tendencies of North Eption. You can see wherever Soldom goes, they seem to have a pretty good idea of how to take him down. He gets on top of that box in garage, they're ready for it. Shuts him down right away. And so North Eption, dude, they need to dial something unique, something different up.
Yeah. Imagine the coaching staff. Like, I just studied 6 hours of highlight reel footage of Soldom on Jet on every single map.
Right there.
I know everything he wants to do. I know where he's going to play.
Yeah,
Yuk, lagi
absolutely.
3 bisa. Full
You know
sense.
what he, you know, you got to know those tendencies. How in the world?
Well, okay.
Was that out of
finds
A?
him. Trying to find the X on my screen.
I don't see the X on the map.
I'm not sure. Doesn't change the outcome.
Nope.
Regardless, Soldam dead again at the start. They push in. Spike being planted. They look for the aftershock to clear. John Olsen just going to hold it. Falls down 69 HP. Will manage to exit. That's going to be the Cosmic Divide coming out. Rolling Thunder used as well. As they move up, start trying to go for the defuse. They won't be able to hold at the half, however. The Rolling Thunder crashes in. Gravity Well gets the catch on the John Olsen, but Superbus will find a first kill as Estelle goes down. They try to push in. John Olsen and Superbus both going to fall.
Remaining.
Blinds come flying in. Chalalala, he just manages to spray down two. They falls, and just like that, they turn it around. They collapse it back onto the site, and it is now match point. It is series point in the hands of Full Sense. One more round to go. They will have eliminated Northception, the team that sent them to the lower bracket.
I like the response by Northception. You know, throw everything at the front of that door, put the Cosmic Divide there to give you a chance, but there's just enough utility left for Full Sense. They still have that Rolling Thunder in the bag to buy even more time. So well done. And then Chalalala, again, it's these flanks from Full Sense that are really turning the tide here on this map. They're all over the place, and Northception is completely bamboozled. They're never ready for it. They never know what's going on, and Soldam gonna try to do something here, try to go for the hero play.
Bus lurking, aggressive push out in mid. Two members down below window. One creeping back. Estelle will rotate back into the B site, shift over into garage and try to cover. Superbus, he's ready for it. Soldam is dead off the bat again, and that might just be the series done.
I know exactly where you
Soldam is just being read like a book. They know exactly what he wants to do every round. And yeah, there's that neural theft, finally.
Hey, eating the stun. Everybody storming in onto the site yet again. A couple stars prepped and ready. Hawk goes out. There's the Cosmic Divide. Killjoy ult will come through. The lockdown in the corner to try to zone them back out of the site. Estelle will find Superbus. So he's trying to make his way into a lobby. Blinds connect. 10 going to be able to find one. John Olsen gets a kill on the Sugar Zero, and that's going to be him popping the knives. It's now all on 10 and Estelle to try to turn this around. 1v3. The flash is coming through. 10 does not go for the push. Now moves up. Estelle is gone. It's all on 10 in a 1v2. Couple knives come flying out, and there it is. Lammy Snacks will finish it off. Full Sense, 13 to 8 rather, will be able to close out this final map in the series. They take it. And Thailand will have a slot of champions at the end of the year. They deny it away from Korea. They deny it away from Japan. No one gets an extra, but they get their own. Absolutely monumental for the nation, for this squad. They played their hearts out. It was so close for so very long, but in these final two maps, paper thin, they put their foot down. They said, no, you are not taking this away from us. We have worked so damn hard. We have suffered for so damn long, and they earned it.
Gila sih Full Sense. Bener-bener ngamuk Full Sense. Berarti tinggal dan nih. Ini udah benernya udah sih harusnya. Belum diupdate kah? Dapat Thailand 1. Nih Full Sense berarti lagi 3. Perkiraan gimana ininya? Ini Thailand dong. Yang wakilin Asia lagi 1. Wah gila. Alright, aku live bentar aja ya. Sampai jumpa di live berikutnya. Jaga kesehatan dan jangan lupa tersenyum.